wanna act like they grateful, don't mess with outsiders. Y'all looking real unstable. If anything, they should ask me how I do it. Start taking notes, recording my every move, and I know that I'm the best.
What's good? Welcome to a brand new episode of KB's Community. We are here today with rapper Boodahdarr. What's good, Buddha?
What's going on? What's up? Do I look at you while we talk, or do I?
You can do whatever you want. Okay. You can kind of go back and forth.
Okay, for sure.
Mm.
What's good?
What's up?
Shit.
So for the people who don't know you, but I feel like most of Milwaukee knows you by now, can you tell everyone a little about yourself, about both like personally, like who you are as a person and what you do musically?
So I go by the name Boodahdarr, aka Big Demi. I make music, I design clothes, you know what I'm saying? I just try to curate dope shit, fire shit. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I'm a techie too, you know. That's that's a little bit like the off-brand Buddha, like the nerd side of Buddha. But yeah, I love my tech. I'm actually in school for cybersecurity right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
And that's definitely going to be an extremely necessary field too, the way technology is going.
For sure. I just like hacking shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a baby hacker right now.
For real?
Like that shit. Yeah.
Shit jailbreaking and all that.
Yeah, all that good shit. Yeah.
So, you recently released a new single or a project?
So I dropped a new single, titled Masterhead. Y'all go get that all streaming platforms. And that was the single before my album dropped.
Okay.
And that's titled Demi Veli, On the Way. I ain't got no concrete date for it yet, but I'll give like 2 months or so.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I don't like putting definite dates on. I think like as an artist, like it's hard to put a certain deadline because you always want to go back and like revisit things, or sometimes the rollout, like the timing isn't right, and you know.
Exactly. I feel like for you to have a concrete date for an album, you got to have like a crazy ass team behind you.
Yes.
Like everybody playing their role perfectly. So everything can, like you said, the rollout got to be right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure, you know, this is not a big deal, but sometimes you do want to be aware of what other artists are dropping.
Yeah.
You know, because you kind of want the attention on you. I know, especially like because I'm a smaller artist as far as like, you know, the Drakes and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But, you know, so yeah, the concrete dates be tough.
Yeah, for sure.
I tried it. It don't work for me.
Nah, me either.
Yeah.
So do you talked about how having a concrete team is like really helpful. Do you have a team, or have you had a team at any point?
I actually do not have a team. And I feel like that's been one of my main hindrances, as far as like, you know, the amount of work I can pump out. But I'm, you know, always looking. I like to network a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do have my homeboy Two Phone Noah. And he like the executive producer of the album, and kind of on some management shit. Like, you know, we brainstorm, we do our thing. Of course, I got the homies behind me, but yeah, no, I definitely do need like that concrete team as far as like management, you know, publicists, you know, you know, people for content creation. That's crucial.
For sure. What has been the challenge with building a team for you?
How can I say this without being messy?
I feel you.
Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to make it sound one way type shit, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a citywide thing. I don't know if it's like a mentality thing. I don't know. I've reached out to multiple people. I've tried to put together game plans with people and like, you know, carry out certain, you know, basically I've tried it. I've tried, you know, giving people management chances. I've tried giving people like, you know, let's do some content creation together. Let's do this and third. I don't know if people like, cause here's how I see it. All right, I still consider myself an up and coming artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so what people don't realize when you're the artist, like that shit expensive for one.
As hell.
Crazy, you know, and with everything coming out of my pocket, you know, I ain't necessarily always got the cheese to throw somebody like, oh yeah, you know, manage me. I got the like,
For
nah.
real.
Sometimes I just need you to work with me. Let's see what work we can put together. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And then help me generate cheese so I get paid and you get paid.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't want to do
That's
that.
really hard to find
Yeah.
because I've had some experiences myself.
Yeah.
It is hard to find that solid team, but I also believe that the fact that we lack like the industry as a business in Milwaukee,
Yeah.
like to be honest, I feel like the people who should be in those business positions just are underqualified because there's no experience and there's really not really anywhere for them to get that
the
experience.
crazy part
here.
about it is I feel like it don't take much. Like for instance, like
It
me,
doesn't.
I know the game, I know the industry, I know what needs to be done. I'm doing pretty much 100% of the heavy lifting myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, I record myself. I got engineers already. I got producers. You know, I can find videographers. I'm paying for everything out of pocket. That's not a problem. So really, all I be wanting somebody to do is come in, see what I got going on already, and all right, how can I alleviate some of the lifting?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can I put together shows for you?
I feel you.
Book these podcasts. Like that don't
Yes.
take much,
It
but
doesn't.
emails and
Yeah.
you know, staying consistent and actually wanting to see, you know, us rank up and go to them levels. So
and for some reason people act like that's too much. And the thing is, like, I've gotten to the point where you're at where I'm just managing myself and booking myself for everything. Like anything that I am doing right now, I have gotten myself through my own connections and through my own like business know-how. But like,
if ain't nobody gonna do it, we gonna have to do
Right.
it. And that's kind of like the beauty behind this shit, because it's like, yeah, we at this point right now, and then you know when shit hit these certain levels and these peaks, can't nobody really take nothing away from us. Like
Exactly.
you can't, you know, I've been doing this dolo, so I got here through hard work and like literally pulling myself up by the bootstrap and doing this shit.
Exactly.
So we gonna keep doing what we gotta do, man.
Exactly.
The work gonna get done.
It is.
The work gonna get done.
It is. And I feel like it needs to be time for different sounds in Milwaukee to shine through too.
I agree.
Because it's only that one sound that's blowing up, but there's so much talent and like so many different scenes and sounds.
I agree.
So what do you think is going to take for the other sounds to get that attention?
I think it's gonna take that, because you know the sound in the city is definitely like the north side. Like Chicken and Steve running shit right now, and shout out to them boys, man. They going crazy, really putting the city on. And I think it's gonna take that side of music to collab with the other side of music in the city and kind of show the city like it ain't got to be this or that. Like we can make heat, because it's all about the music. Like that's been my biggest thing. I don't really care where you from. I don't care what you rep. Like, can you make good music? Do you make music that I will listen to?
Yeah.
You know, will me and you sound good on a track together? Like, that's the shit I look at when it comes to things like that. So I think it's gonna take like, you know, for a Chicken to do a song with, you know, I don't know, Nile X Nile type shit, just for an example. So I think that, and then you know, with the streaming era, you know, I think definitely it's gonna take like, you know, somebody in the city with a different sound to actually just push through and be like, yo, I'm from Milwaukee, but I sound like this. I make this type of music. And, you know, once the world open their eyes and be like, because, you know, I feel like Milwaukee, this is all new for Milwaukee. Like, I feel like this is the hottest we've ever been.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm not really mad at it, because it's like, yo, this
it's
is
putting
what's
us on in one way or another.
Exactly. Like, that's what it is right now. And like, it is what it is. But like I say, it's going to take like both sides just coming together, uniting, and be like, hey, we just make fire music. Like, that's all it is to it.
And honestly, that's partly why I do this, because I like to connect with people from like all the different scenes, because I feel like it takes those people who like, it takes certain people to connect the dots. Like if I can't connect somebody with someone who I know will work well together, who don't necessarily run in the same circles. Exactly. I believe it's all about putting each other on.
I agree 100%. 100%.
So I know you were out in Atlanta for a little bit, right? How long were you there for?
So I was in Atlanta for 2 years. I believe it was like, what, 2020? What year was the pandemic?
2020.
2020. So I was out there like 2020 to like 2022. two.
Okay. And then did you see a difference in how the different scenes meshed and came together than here?
I definitely saw how well, Atlanta I feel like is all kind of like you just, if you're in Atlanta, you're you're a ATLian. So like they kind of, you know, all party together. What I did notice though is like a lot of the DJs, they fuck with the local scene heavy. So like we was hearing like a lot of like artists that we never heard before, and we even asked a couple DJs and a couple people like, yo, who is this? And it's like nobody you would ever hear of. Shit was hard though, like, and they really embrace that culture of like, all right, we know the Migos is hot, we know Young Thug is hot, we know Future, like we gonna play that shit too, but it's other niggas out here that's, you know, on their way that y'all need to hear,
right?
And they really embrace that culture out there. So I think that was the main difference, or like the main thing I peeped when it comes to like the music scene out there. Like the pretty much musical gatekeepers, they are very frivolous when it comes to playing local artists and new artists and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So the Milwaukee DJs, do you feel like they play enough local music?
Nah. I mean, Milwaukee DJ, they gonna play what's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, yeah, they gonna play what's popular. They gonna play what's hot. I get it, but like I said, I don't know. I'm old type shit. So back in my day, a DJ was, you know, they was like the record breakers as far as they playing the new shit first. They playing hot shit. Even if the shit not hot, if they fuck with it and they like, y'all need to hear this, I'm spinning this. I don't care. We don't really have that culture in the city.
No.
But we do got DJs that's on that type of time. Shout out my boy Brother Z. Shout out DJ Nudie. Like I feel like the younger Bandman and all them, like they understand that culture. They understand, like, you know, we playing the new hot shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's on its way. It's building up. It's bubbling up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say you do a lot of networking, correct? So what do you think are the best ways to network, and like what ways do you go about networking?
It first depends on where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like what type of event it is. I'm kind of like in the nightlife scene, so a lot of my networking be over shots. You know, you start taking a shot or somebody, you know, like the outfit or anything, you know, chop it up. You know, I just like to see what people bring to the table. Like, what you about, what you do, you know what I'm saying? And that's where like a lot of the networking come about, as far as like, just, you know, you never know who you're gonna meet.
That's true.
Outside. So
that's true. And you definitely be outside.
I'll be outside.
I see you everywhere.
I'll be outside. You know, it's my city, man. I gotta check in. I'm like Batman.
I used to be so inside, but now I be outside every once in a while.
Yeah, I see you outside a couple times. Yeah.
Be making some guest appearances.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So you said you are working on a new project. You're not sure when. About how many songs are you thinking, and then what are you thinking the theme is going to be?
So the name of the album is Demi Veli. It's a play on Machiavelli. Not Tupac, the actual Machiavelli nigga back in the day, like 16, I don't know, whatever era that was. And dude was like a mischievous type nigga, like, but he was a I forgot what he was, but basically he stirred up drama, but like some of his ideas were they actually made sense, and he was kind of exiled for that. So it's kind of like a play on that. I'm gonna do about, I think I got 11 or 12 songs.
Okay.
Yeah. All produced by my boy Two Phone Noah, and then I got a couple tracks on there by my boy Fierce out of Atlanta. But yeah, the shit fire. Hell yeah.
Can't wait to hear it.
Hell yeah.
Send it to me. Well, first of all, make some radio and edits, and then send it to me, because I can play whatever I want here and say whatever I want here. Right. But for like, you know, the radio station, I gotta keep it G.
I got you. I'm gonna probably do like a whole clean version of the album. Just you know,
that'd be dope.
Hell yeah.
So where did you get the name Boodahdarr from?
Man, so growing up, I looked like Buddha. Like I was, you know, I was chubby, I was bald. My pops used to give me this number 2 ball fade. Like I had like my eyes look Asian. I don't want to say the term, but my eyes look Asian. And then I was smart as hell. Like I learned how to read at like 2.5 or some shit. Like
That's impressive.
yeah, so like I just kind of deemed the name Buddha. Like the whole family was calling me that, and then Dar is my mom's side of the family. That's their last name. Like the Muslims and my mama's side of the family, because they converted, so they took the name Dar.
Okay.
And yeah, so just put it together, Boodahdarr.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So and kind of stuff. Yeah.
So how long have you been making music, and what is it that made you get into it?
So I've been writing since like 13, probably somewhere around there. But officially like getting in the studio, it's probably been about 9 years now, 9 or 10 years now.
That's not as long as I would have thought.
Cause thing is, for the people that don't know, my brother's Ishdar. So like, if y'all know the story, he popped off quick. And so in my head, I'm like, hey, I ain't gotta do music. Like my brother already popping. I'm gonna just chill back here. But I ended up recording a track called Almighty, and it was on it's on SoundCloud, and like it got like good ass responses and plays and shit like that. And people like, nah, bro, you got to drop more music, like, because that was gonna be my only track I dropped. I was gonna drop that just to see if I can do it, just to see what people say, and it ended up going crazy. And people like, yeah, I want to hear more. And so that's what really got me into it. But I started writing though, just listening to Wayne mixtapes, studying beats, cadences, shit like that. And I just like the feel that music gives people. I always said like,
yeah,
I want people to hear my shit and feel some type of way when they hear my shit, because that's very powerful.
It is.
That's very powerful.
It is. Music has the power to change your whole mood, your whole vibration,
Exactly.
your whole frequency. So yeah, that's important.
Yeah, I wanted to give people that feeling, see if I could even do it, and you know what I'm saying. It's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't think you're definitely not at the top of your game right now. You're definitely gonna go a lot farther, because you have your own sound. It's different, it's dope, and like you just, like you said, probably right team or right marketing. And I think that's what it is for a lot of us right now.
That's all. I always say like, I just got to get in front of more eyes and just figuring out how to do that in like the most natural way, I should say, because nowadays it's a lot of ways to blow yourself up.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of doing stuff that I wouldn't normally do. And so I don't know if that's kind of like the reason why I feel like I'm not as big as I could be. But yeah, like you said, I'm definitely not at my peak yet. But when this album dropped though, you're gonna see like a whole different side of Buddha. Yeah. So
you say you're a tech guy though. You're a tech guy and you're a gamer, right? So why not? Do you like stream at all? So why not like work your music into that?
Pete, I'm finna start this Twitch series. I'm finna get on my streaming shit, because you're right. And the only reason why I ain't really did that yet is because like I was trying to like upgrade my setup. Like I got all the streaming shit that I need, but it's out my bedroom right now, and it's kind of like small in there, so I ain't really go too hard with it. But
you have a setup?
I do have a setup.
Get you a little tapestry or a curtain and put it up. And honestly, I believe in beginning, like just starting with what you have, because I'm also the type of person where I'm such a perfectionist that if I don't have like the best and everything, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like something needs to be better before I start, or before I drop, or before whatever, like I just don't get to it. So
I go through that same
shit. So here's the thing though, you can start growing and let your audience grow with you. Start it now, and then by the time you have a better setup, you'll already have started a little bit of a fan base.
Have you ever streamed before?
Nah.
No. So listen, it's this thing with streaming where like for all new streamers, like when you get on Twitch, it's hard to acquire Twitch like viewers, subscribers, shit like that. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. I ain't gonna lie. Like they really gotta fuck with you, and like you gotta keep posting content and stuff like that. So you get on there and it'll be like one person viewing, and you like on the stream doing all this shit, and it's like one person watching, and that dude discouraged new streamers, especially
Yeah.
me, because I'm like, damn, nobody really give a fuck, and I'm on.
But to be honest, YouTube be like that too.
Yeah, no,
Because look, even like when I stream this live,
Yeah.
it'd be like 2-3 people watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
But see,
like,
but you staying consistent, and you got
Yeah.
the setup, so like,
that's what I'm saying
right?
about
Okay,
consistency.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just gotta get to it. I
Just
just gotta
get
do
to
it.
it. Just
I just gotta
do
do
it.
it. Want some Nike shit.
For real.
For sure. So, all right, I'm gonna take your advice, man. I'm
Okay.
gonna get to it.
Do it. If I talk to you in 2 to 3 more months and you ain't started.
No, crazy thing is, I just had this combo with the guys though, and I told them all like, man, yo, we gotta like figure out some way to like get in front of more people. And so I start telling them like, yo, we gotta crack TikTok, and we gotta stream some, like, get some type of video content where we can chop up, create reels, shit like that. So
yeah,
I literally just had this convo 2 days ago. So the fact that we talking about this right now,
synchronicity,
it reassured it. And so
that's your confirmation.
That's
right
my
there.
confirmation right there.
Yeah, do it.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do it.
So y'all did something really random. You and your brother were in a like Matthew McConaughey movie at some point, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Like, how did that happen, and what was that experience like?
Man, so crazy thing is about that, like, so bro had got booked for the movie, shooting up in Ohio, and that's my ace boom. So like, we ain't never been apart from each other for more than 2 weeks, 3 weeks type shit. It was never going on a month, and I'm like, man, I gotta go check in on my boy. And I took the bus, the Greyhound.
You took the bus?
I took
to Atlanta?
No, this is in Ohio.
Oh,
I took the Greyhound in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. Went up there to go see him. He took me to like this little party with like some of his castmates and like the producer's assistant, and get in there, cool vibes. They loving us. They like, they peeping the fashion. Oh, you guys are brothers? This your older brother? Oh my God. Long story short, producer assistant, she like just liked my look, I guess, and the energy and all that. And she was like, do you want a role in a movie? And I'm like, shit, hell yeah. Like, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be like a little extra, just like a little bystander. And she came to the hotel room, did like a quick little what they call them shits, audition tape, did a quick one, and shit, I got casted, and I was part of I want to say Boo Curry, I think his name was Boo Curry. I was part of his entourage, like his little clique or whatever. And then even crazier, I met the dude I played. I met him in real life at the premiere.
It was a true story?
Yeah, it was based on a true story.
Did you look anything like him?
Hell no. It was crazy.
So for the people who don't know, what was the movie called, and then like what was the premise?
So it was White Boy Rick. It's called White Boy Rick. I think it might be streaming on Stars right now. Y'all gonna run that up because I still get paid off that. But it's called White Boy Rick. It was based on, so it was this boy, and he ended up being an informant for the police, but they kind of like entrapped him. Like they kind of forced him to do it, which was technically illegal. And that was the controversy behind it. Like, he was underage, and I think he had started either selling drugs for them, or it's been a minute. I got to go back and brush up on the synopsis. But basically, long story short, he was an informant for the police, and shit came out, hit the fan, and yeah, good ass movie though.
So you was a gang member? They had you as a gang member?
I was a gang member. Yes,
okay.
I was a gang member.
What were you doing?
Man,
what did your character do in the movie?
Man, basically, I was just like part of the entourage. There was a couple scenes like at the skating rink. We did like a skating rink scene where we skating. Then we did like a scene outside of the skating rink, like the gang was by the car. We did a couple scenes at it was Richie. Wait, I think Ricky. I forgot the main character name, but we did a couple scenes at his mama house in the movie. Couple scenes where we counting cash. Did a couple scenes like at the little hangout. So I didn't have no talking roles though. Like you would think I'm an extra, but like when you see the credits, my name's in the credits, like main credits. So like, hey man,
that's good enough.
That's good enough for me. So yeah, it was a crazy opportunity though, man. Shout out Yan, you know what I'm saying? He was the producer. Shout out my brother Ish for even opening up that door for me.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
yeah,
I
was
wish
fire.
things like that would happen to me.
I swear to God, it was so random though. Like it was
Yeah,
so
for
random.
sure.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. So yeah,
That's dope,
it
though.
was cool.
So tell me a little about your clothing brand.
So I got the clothing brand Serene Genius. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I like, I love original art. I see a lot of like clothing brands that like kind of take art that's already, popping, or like, it's like a lot of anime brands and shit like that.
Mm.
And these is characters that's already been created by someone else. They already got the storyline behind them and the lore. So I'm seeing that and I'm like, I want to create my own characters. I want to create my own kind of like world, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Serene Genius creative company that's how that came about.
Okay.
Yep. And yeah, just been working that, trying to, get my ideas together. I do a lot, so it'd be kind of hard keeping everything in order at times. So I took a small break on it. But we coming back a couple months, summertime actually. Summertime,
Okay.
yep.
You got some new drops coming?
New drops coming.
Nice.
Gonna do some basketball shorts. Then I love white tees. So, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be doing the classic just character on the white tees, new characters, new hats coming. Just got me an embroidery machine, so I'm gonna start fucking with the fitted caps. So yeah,
That's exciting.
Working for sure.
So where can people, first of all, do you have anything available to order now, and where can people order that if so?
So I do have stuff available now. It's Serene Genius. That's SERENE genius.com. I think my last drop was a Halloween drop. That's the last time I dropped was Halloween.
Okay.
So yeah, I got like some exclusive pieces up, like some one-on-one pieces. But yeah, I gotta update the site and do my
Got
thing.
you.
Yeah, refresh it.
Where did the name Serene Genius come from? You just a chill guy?
Yeah, just a
creative genius.
Yeah, I like to. The original slogan for the brand was for the calm and creative.
Okay.
And that was kind of like that together, but yeah, that was like just the overall message behind it. Like, remain calm, cool, you know what I'm saying? Think through everything in life, and then being a genius, you're always creating, you always bringing something different, something new to the world.
Mm-hmm.
And, I feel like that's the best mindset you can be in when creating. When you calm, you thinking things through, and, you just letting like the creativity flow type shit. So that's kind of where that came from.
Buddha fit you, huh?
Yeah. I try to embrace it in every aspect in life.
Do you practice meditation at all?
I don't. I need to though.
I feel you.
I be stressing.
I have like in the past, but then when you get away from the practice, it's hard to get back into it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're somebody whose mind is always in 15 to 50 different places like me. So
my mama be on me. She be telling me I need to get back on the prayer rug.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start meditating, get your spirituality, and I'm like, Ma, I got you, but like I gotta get this money though.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Answers and ideas will come to you when you start doing that.
Mm-hmm. Things
that you could not think of on your own when you're like super focused on everyday life.
You sound like my mama right now.
Do I? I'm not trying to sound like your mama, but
no, I ain't gonna lie. You really
onto something.
Yeah, you're reassuring a lot of stuff I've been hearing. So like this is my confirmation. This is my confirmation.
Good.
So, yeah.
I love when these episodes and these conversations end up being that.
Facts. Yeah. No, I'm gonna definitely get on that. I do want to get into like the meditation and just, because like you said, man, when your mind is on 15 things at one time, your brain literally needs that to, and your body, mind, body, soul. You need to just take a break, clear your head, breathe. I do breathing exercises.
That's good.
I do those.
I could do better with my breathing because I realize I hold my breath a lot, like in anxiety or something.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like I just need to.
Yeah, you gotta,
need to remember to breathe.
Exactly.
So yeah, I could do better breathing exercises,
and it actually helped too. I've been hungover many a day, and like I do my breathing exercises, and it calms me a little bit, type shit.
Or that's the weed.
No, I mean that too. But no, they the breathing exercises actually do work. So get on that.
I'm gonna
For
try
sure.
for sure.
All it takes is three deep breaths, and you'll
Yeah.
be refreshed for sure.
Okay.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
try that.
Hell yeah.
So what's my next question to you? My next question, what have been some of your biggest challenges in your creative journey?
Overall creative journey, or like just musically?
Overall.
Overall. I mean, of course, you get like mental exhaustion. Like I exert a lot of mental energy, and that should be like tiring me out quick.
Mhm.
So I take a lot of naps. Um, Two, you know, I guess I'll be in my head a lot. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll self-sabotage myself and
I
like
feel
discourage
that.
myself. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, I'll be recording some shit, and like, it'll be some hard shit, and then I just get to thinking about, you know, damn, I gotta find a videographer to shoot this shit. Damn, I
Yeah.
gotta, and then it's like, then I get to the point where I don't even finish the song.
You freeze.
Yeah, you freeze up,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like, I gotta definitely stop doing that.
Mhm.
And then yeah, that's pretty much been the main too. Like, I'm my biggest critic.
Yeah.
I'm my biggest fan and my biggest enemy. So, you know what I'm saying? That's really been it for me creatively.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have been some of your like proudest achievements, or I guess, yeah, some of your proudest achievements or like biggest moments?
My first album, I cracked 1 million streams on that.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Due time hit like 1 million streams. Um, Shit, really just getting the work done. Like, I don't think people understand how much work goes into putting out a full length project, or
Mhm.
getting a video shot the right way, how you envisioned it. So just basically like getting the work done.
Yeah.
If I finish the album, that's like I did that shit.
Mhm.
I shoot a video how I want it to be shot. The vision or a photo shoot or anything like that, I did that shit.
Yeah.
So, my achievements ain't like OD big. And, of course, I done performed at the rave. I did Turner Hall. We done perform out of state and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
I think my biggest achievements be when I set my mind to something and it comes out
Finally.
exactly
Yeah.
how I wanted it to.
I feel that
Yeah.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
Because it's not even like the biggest moments that you're the proudest of. It's just like the little things that got you to where you are.
To that point. Yeah. Without the little stuff, you can't get to the big achievements.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Because you could have said being in a Hollywood movie, but
I mean, that's an achievement for sure. But
it
like,
is.
It came so random, and like
Mhm.
I ain't really have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't consider it like an achievement. It was just more so like, man, God was fucking with me that day.
For sure.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? But no, that's definitely major. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that was more of a blessing.
That was more of a blessing than achievement. Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
So do you think you're gonna stay in Milwaukee?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
You out of here.
I'm gone. I've been here so long.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it's time to expand. I mean, I done been in pretty much every state.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I done seen what's out there. So you know what I'm saying? It's time to like really dive in, pick somewhere new, dive in, and spread my roots there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Where would you go?
I really love Arizona. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, like Phoenix is fire. I just got back from Sacramento not too long ago. It's decent out there. I consider going back to Atlanta.
But
Atlanta is just a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. Like on an everyday basis, like it's a nice, you can visit there, kick it for the weekend, make some connects, get some work in. But like when I was there, it was just like every day. It was just like, because in Atlanta, everybody want to be the guy. Everybody is OD creative. Everybody's gonna dress different.
And people go there for that.
They go there for that. So it's like you just in a whirlpool of just like all that. And it's like, yo, sometimes it'd be overload for me. Like I don't want to see all that every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I probably wouldn't go back. But I would go back though, just because at the same time, all that stuff is there. So you do have a bigger chance to get noticed, or, people picking up on what you got going on, and they'll fuck with you, just because they like what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Arizona got my heart though right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Arizona got my heart.
How's the music scene there? Do you know?
That's the thing. I don't think they have one. I don't never really heard no artist coming out of Arizona.
Me either.
I think it's like a battle rapper that came out of Arizona. I think my nigga Rum Nitty out of there, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, yeah, I ain't never heard no artist repping like Phoenix.
Okay. And then do you think that will make it a little bit harder for you to progress, or would you just travel enough to be involved in other scenes?
I think it would go both ways, honestly. Like, it can go, they're not used to it, so they're gonna like, nah, we cool on it. Or they're gonna be like, hey, he not from here, his shit is fire. We like what he brings to the table. We gonna fuck with it. Like, this might be it type shit. Like, so I don't know. All I can really do is get out there and try and see what's up.
Exactly. And sometimes all you need is a change of location.
Yeah.
Especially if you've already worked on your mindset and everything else.
Facts.
Sometimes you really do just need new surroundings and new people. Yeah. So, okay, you sent us a song, Exalted.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that song. We have it. We're going to play it next.
Okay. So it's one of the albums. It's unreleased. It's one of the songs off the album. One of my favorite songs. And it's one of the only features that I have on the album. Which I ain't gonna reveal the feature. Y'all just gotta wait for the album. But I don't know. It's high energy. The beat was fire. And it's crazy because my boy Two Phone Noah, he reworked the beat like 3 times. And then I got like a clip from my pop. Like, my pop was talking. I had a clip him speaking, speaking some ism at the end. And so yeah, it's just one of my favorite tracks off the album. I feel like the world gonna fuck with it for sure. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to hear it. So let's play it.
Come on, let's play it.
Yes. For sure.
Oh yeah, I'm high as hell. White tee cost an ounce, my cotton white as hell. I'm fly as hell. My bitch fine as hell. She find me clientele. Biggie beat, he was talking crazy shit. I might as well. Zaza bag, buy it by the pound, cause I like the shell. You cannot treat me like average niggas. I'm way too exalted. I'm way too intelligent. I put a grandmother in a little man talking my shit, cause I'm better than niggas. Gon' not infinite, it's gon' let them in. White bitches let me, they eat up the melanin. Touch on the gang, I'ma run a the felony. I get the lettuce, the cabbage, and celery. I in the hill, probably somewhere in Beverly. Taking my vitamins and watching my calories. Taking my nest and recharging my batteries. This shit is ugly, but look in the gallery. Look at my pants. Look how they crease when I dance. Look how they fall in my Jordans when I'm feeling important and getting my stance. Look how these bitches be acting when I tell them I do not do the romance. Look how these niggas be acting when they get 360 then 2 in that van with his stupid ass. I do not love you, you throw with your goofy ass. All the religion, I daily brought Buddha back. Beating on them 40, I'm looking like, who is that? Nigga be sunny, they sewer rats. I ain't be give me a newer back. Happy home, don't make me ruin that. In the shed with the rest where the tutors at. In a spice cabin, I'm cool and I find these niggas. Loyalty dead, he's spineless. One in the head, I told him to mind his business. Running and gun in the head, I'm in it with the lead. Shorty been right in my dick like she missing her stomach and missing her leg. I cannot miss her, but I miss the head. Missing her calls, text on red.
I like that.
Yeah. That's like one of the more higher energy songs on the album. But yeah, that's one of my favorite. I was really feeling exalted. When recording that. So yeah.
Feeling yourself.
Hell yeah.
Feeling like the king.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people gonna take well to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a crazy video for it. Like I said, it's one of the only features I got on the album. I only got one person featured on there.
Okay.
Yeah, so he on that track. And yeah, it's gonna be one. It's gonna be one.
I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah.
Do you have any performances coming up, or do you perform too often?
I do. So I do when I perform when it makes sense.
I feel that.
Yeah, I'm not one of them type of dudes that just jump at every chance to perform. Like, I don't. I like my performances, like rare performances.
I was gonna say not every opportunity is worth it.
Exactly. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
You get to a point where it's like, you kind of value your presence and your energy, and you know what is worth it and what you can just kind of sit out. And I feel like it keeps you it keeps you more of like a hot commodity, you know, like fresh, instead of just being everywhere doing anything in any room.
And especially being local, like, you know what I'm saying? There's only so many times, like, you know, the same people will come out and see the same material, or they know what you know what I'm saying? So like you said, I like to stay fresh. I like to stay, you know, kind of exclusive in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because when y'all come see Buddha perform, I want it to be an experience. Whoa, we ain't seen Buddha perform in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, the performance is always going to be crazy. The fit's always going to be crazy. And I want you to leave like, damn, all right, yeah. I fuck with Buddha. Like, that's cool. So, I do got a performance coming up, though. April 24th, Cactus Club. The OSIS 10-year anniversary. My boy, Ishdar, is his show. So I'm going to be opening up for him. And then my boy Wave Chappelle on it, too. It's gonna be one of the ones.
Dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of the ones.
So y'all make sure you get your tickets. Where they get tickets from?
You can go to the Cactus Club website. And then I think you click on like performances or upcoming shows or some shit like that.
Okay.
Or you can go to my Instagram, link in the bio. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all coming to that. It's gonna be one of the ones. Very rare pop out type situation.
Yeah, don't miss it.
Yeah, don't miss it.
You're going to miss it for a long time.
Yeah, this 10-year anniversary. So this is like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the fans that's been rocking with us up until now, it's kind of like for them type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pull up. You pulling up too, right?
I'll pull up.
Come on, pull up, man. You ain't got to buy no ticket, but.
Really?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, I'll pull up then for sure. I can't pass up a nice gesture like that. I'll be there.
For sure.
Are you planning on doing any type of release event when you drop your project?
Yeah, that's a good question. I ain't really thought about it. Yeah, I think I am. I'm gonna do a little something. Maybe like a listening party.
Yeah.
You know, a little event type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Something more intimate, or
so definitely something more intimate. You know, that's kind of like my thing. I like private selections type situations. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, I'm gonna do some like little listening party. Details will be on Instagram type shit. Probably gonna be like some RSVP shit. The people that really want to be there is, you know, I'm gonna do it for them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Dope. I always think that's a good idea for sure, and especially like especially when it's an intimate event, it makes your like real supporters and your day ones feel special just knowing that you like extended that to them. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna definitely do something like that for sure.
Good. Sure. We planted a seed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow up.
Yeah, follow up.
I feel like I gotta follow up with a couple things. We gotta follow up on your meditation.
Man.
We gotta follow up on your streaming. And now we gotta follow up on you planning a release.
My release party, yeah. That's all right. Yeah, like you that fire under my eyes. Nah, like that fire under me, no cap. I need that.
you finna be like, I'm not responding because you don't want that type of pressure.
No, I need that pressure for sure. So no, I appreciate that.
All right, I'm gonna try to stay on.
Come on, stay on top for sure.
I want to ask you one more question before we wrap up. So, any advice for newer creatives, or like I guess lesser known creatives, of how to navigate the scene and like how to get themselves out there a little more?
Well, when it comes like the creation process, you know, everything start with the music, and but not even music. If you're a creative, just whatever creative talent you bring into the world, everything starts with the work. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that's first. Like, you know, you can do a million shows, you can be TikTok famous and all that extra shit, but like if you're not in the studio every day, or at least a considerable amount to where you pumping out new sounds, or if you're a painter, if you're not painting new portraits, you know, 2 to 3 times a week, none of that stuff really matters, because like, you know, you ain't got nothing to get a world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you keep your creative presence active at all times. Like that got to be the main. And then 2, well, I say ignore the noise, you know, because in today's society, we bombarded by so much on social media, and you got like, you know, you get on Instagram and you got, you know, such and such doing this over here and such and such doing that over there. And it's easy to get lost in translation as far as, you know, damn, am I not doing enough?
Yeah.
Or damn, what they doing over there is working. Maybe I need to try doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I say ignore all of that. Like, you know, formulate your plan. You know, figure out who you are, what you will do and what you won't do, and then just like follow that. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Don't, because you know everybody out here that's popping or whatever, they're doing what they do.
Exactly.
And whatever they bring to the table, that's what people love about them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I say do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what creativity is, bringing something new to the world,
right?
Something different. And yeah, so
and you can't do that if you're trying to copy everybody else.
Yeah, you copying everybody else.
So you gotta be authentically you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's definitely the main 2 points.
Yeah.
I would say keep creating and do you, like real talk. And I know it sounds cliche as hell, but it's like real shit.
It is.
Like for real.
It is.
Yeah.
And then also how you said like to build on the work, because that portfolio is necessary, because you can do all the networking in the world, but then if you don't have nothing to show anybody, like what is the point?
Label trying to sign you and you ain't got nothing to show them, or you know you ain't got nothing in the vault, like they gonna be like, all right,
yeah, exactly,
you're not ready right now, like, you know. So yeah, definitely just keep creating, even if shit don't blow up, even if shit ain't heating up, just keep creating. Creating. You gotta love what you do first.
Exactly.
You gotta love to do it. So yeah, that's my advice.
You gotta do it for your own self-expression and out of passion, or else you are not gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, and you're gonna fizzle out too. Like you're gonna get tired of doing it, because if you're only doing it for a response, or you know, trying to make money off of it, and that's not happening for you, you're gonna quickly be like, yeah, fuck this. I'm cool. Like,
for sure.
You know, so
for sure, because there's definitely so many different obstacles that come up that if you're not strong, first of all, if you're not strong-minded, and secondly, if you don't feel purpose in what you do, like you're not going to want to keep going.
It's not going to even come out right.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's the thing. It's not going to even, if it don't feel right, it's the end process is not going to be what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the world pick up on shit like that. Like they can tell when the motherfucker fake it. So
for sure, 100%. You can hear it.
Yeah,
you can hear it. You can see it. You can sense it.
You can take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So be passionate. Be honest about your creativity, about your craft.
Yes.
So yeah,
that's solid advice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap up. Okay. This is KB's Community. We've been here with Boodahdarr today. Make sure you tap in with him. Great musician, clothing designer, tech guy, and you know what?
All that.
Dope person.
Twitch stream on the way, man.
Yes.
Tap in, all that.
Future streamer.
Yeah. We lit. Hell yeah.
All right. I'm Kendall Bell. Thank